ICP's price is absolutely pumping to the upside, and we need to discuss why this is happening and if it's your time to get in before it is too late. Hey guys, Foxy's Trading here, back with another crypto video for you guys, and we are back talking about ICP. Now, normally I talk about the news first and then look at market structure, but because ICP is pumping so heavily, I want to discuss market structure first with you guys, and then we're going to go over all of the news, and there is some news to discuss. So ICP has been pumping. In my last video about ICP, what did I say? I said that we have this weekly fair value gap. This is an imbalance in price where price likes to test and see if it wants to respect it or close below. So we did close below, but that was already lows, right? The lows. And my guess was that price wanted to sweep out these lows right over here. Now, why are we pumping? My guess is this. This manipulation candle did not matter because this was a reset. This was a manipulation from the big institutions. What matters was this candle right over here. We finally swept all of the lows that I was expecting to be swept, and now we are reversing because we know that when price sweeps liquidity, it likes to reverse in the other direction. So what does this mean? It swept all the lows, it starts reversing, and we are pumping. If we go on the 1 hourly, you can see just how hard we have started to pump after the liquidity sweep. Literally immediately. We swept it. 3 hours later, we are pumping 30% in the last couple of hours. So now the question is, where do we go from here? Well, first things first, let's look at the daily time frame. We need to close above this, above this high right over here, right? This will be the first big moment for ICP to start going into a bullish trend. Why is that? Because a trend to the upside forms higher highs followed by higher lows, right? And that forms that kind of step ladder to the upside. That is a basic trend to the upside. So resulting in a closure above that, we can see price close above, retest, and then we're going to have to close above these candles, and that will really secure an uptrend. Now, is that going to happen for sure? I don't know, but I think a lot of people are realizing this because look at the volume, 143%. Everyone is buying up. This is an insane spike because they realize that this is a good buying opportunity. I said in my last video that it is worth a shot to invest in ICP right now because it is so low of a price. The gains are very good in terms of what ICP brings to the table. ICP is not going anywhere. This isn't a pump and dump. This is a secure company. Yes, it has been on the decline, but they are still trying to provide utility. And once they get that utility out into the real world and there is real world utilization, price will reflect it. Okay, so just looking more on price structure, let me pull up the RSI for you guys because I know you guys enjoy that very much. So this is just another indicator to show that we should be buying up. Why? Because we are heavily oversold. As you can see at the bottom of your screen, price is heavily oversold. This is reflecting in this area right over here. This is why these confirmations are telling people to buy up. This is why if you don't already have ICP, I think this is a fantastic opportunity to buy up. I already hold ICP. I've been holding ICP for a while now, so I'm just going to keep on holding because I think we still have a lot of room to grow. Okay, so like I said, this is a fantastic buying opportunity. What we need to see for bullishness, we need to see closure above this area and closure above that area. What else will that bring for us? That means we will close above this weekly fair value gap, making it a stronger support zone. Then what are we going to have to do? We're going to have to start creating a uptrend in the weekly time frame, right? This will really start to shift into the bullish, looking at the long term play. Okay, and for us to do that, we need to close above this candle right over here. Now we do have this support zone. As you can see, price has tested here many times, or resistance zone, and it did not want to go above it, right? So that will be a big test for ICP. I think by the end of the year, $6 is very reasonable, and this area right over here, it's going to be a very interesting test for ICP Can it break through? Because if it breaks through, oh, well, then the possibilities start changing, right? Then we start looking at higher time frame for the next year. I'm not saying the next couple of weeks. I'm saying for the next year in 2026, what we're going to be targeting, right? Possibly targeting this high, and we're possibly going to be targeting this high, $20 by 2026 or in 2026. That is very possible. As long as the bull run comes, as long as the altcoin season comes, it will happen, right? And as long as we start getting a bullish trend. So I want to say one more time, this is a good buying opportunity. If you are not already in, if you want to scale in, if you believe in the project, even if you don't believe in the project, it is so low, it is worth a shot, okay? So let's have a look at some of the news that has came out. So they have partnered with Prime Vault. Now, what does this partnership do? What is Prime Vault? I will let you know. So Prime Vault says that it is the first institutional digital asset infrastructure to enable secure, compliant DeFi access on ICP. Okay. So according to Prime Vault's website, they say that the tech facilitates access to ICP and its ecosystem of tokens. So that means enabling greater ICP community to enjoy the benefits of its infrastructure. Okay. Now, why does this matter for ICP? Why does it matter for us? If Prime Vault is really able to bring the institutional grade custody, the compliance, and the secure APIs, that's going to lower friction for large players, large institutions to enter into ICP's ecosystem. What's that mean for us as traders, as crypto holders? That just means more institutional presence, more volatility, more eyes, possibility of price going up. Okay, so that is just a very quick partnership breakdown. Now, as we all know, ICP's Chain Fusion lets you build apps that span Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and 20 other networks, right? Instead of bridges or wrapped tokens, ICP smart contracts can hold real BTC. So what does that mean? It means that it enables Bitcoin smart contracts without using bridges, wrapped tokens, or centralized intermediaries, right? Sorry, that was a hard word. Intermediaries. I don't know why I said it like that. Intermediaries. So what else does this mean for ICP? So, and how does this work? It works because it integrates directly with the Bitcoin blockchain, and it uses the chain cryptography and threshold signatures so that ICP contracts can generate real Bitcoin addresses. I know it's pretty complicated, but I want you to think of ICP's ecosystem being able to use native Bitcoin to create things. Many different things. Not only Bitcoin, but 20 other networks. Okay. And lastly, this is very good chart to look at. Most used blockchains by total transactions. 262 billion in 4 years. They are an absolute leader of the game. Nobody's even close to touching them, right? So this just shows a lot of strength. Now, lastly, looking at coin market cap, we are green across the board. Finally, that is what you want to see. Up in price, up in market cap, insanely up in volume on all the big exchanges, and we're at 83% bullish on community sentiment. You guys still believe in ICP, and let's get that to 90% because it looks much better. So that was my updated analysis video on ICP. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. It really does mean a lot to me. And make sure you guys do your own research because I'm not a financial advisor. And I'll see everybody in the next video.